Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for June 22nd through the 20th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. I just saw the groundhog that lives under my shed. Should I have someone come get it? What are they doing to them? I don't mind it living under my shed if they're gonna do something nasty to them. It was so cute. Anyways, it came out and then it went right back in there. And I was just gonna cover the hole that it made in the back of the shed, but I'm keep my eye out. Anyways, let's see what you got here. The overall energy for the reading, the Four of Swords. You're chilling, you're taking it easy, or you're trying to. So yeah, just kind of keeping it to yourself there. Just you're not hermiting, you're not inward, but you're definitely taking it easy. In the recent past, the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Wands. Something you've been wanting to do for a very long time, you still aren't doing it. You keep on, I feel like you have the opportunity, it's right there, and you're like, no. You know, so I don't know what it is, but it's something you've been at least curious about for the longest time. And then it's one of those, I guess the universe just doesn't want me to do this, you know, so it kind of comes through as that. Okay. In the current situation, the Four of Cups, the Temperance card, the Fool. You're upset about something. You've been upset about something. I think you're upset with yourself here for not allowing yourself to do something that feels 100% right for you. It's not the same thing as in the past. I don't think so. This is something that goes deep within you. And it's like, it's something that I know is good for me. But I keep on, you know, walking away from that over and over again. Okay. In the immediate future, the Hermit, the Devil, the Queen of Cups. Now this is hermiting. This is questioning an energy of love. Not love in general, just a specific energy of love that you may be dealing with. Or that you may be even putting out. And it's not the healthy type of love. Because love can come in many shapes and forms. There's only one universal shape and form for love, but people take it and twist it and turn it, and then it becomes something else. But I don't know, I feel like you're kind of looking into that in the sense of, again, maybe you're dealing with someone that is expressing this type of love, and it's like, okay, we gotta unpack that. You know, maybe it's you that at times you're coming in with this type of love. When I see it like that, it usually means manipulation. But I don't know. Well, let's see. Let's clarify. Let's do the Four of Swords. You get the King of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Magician. Yeah, for a while now, I feel like you've called in this... Are you taking a vacation or something? Because you've called in this energy of just chilling and that's it. Like, you don't need to do anything else. You don't need to worry about anything in this life. Just being somewhere and just having fun. You know? I don't know if this is, again, your way of taking a vacation or a staycation either. Even. But that's the plan. To just chill. And... I feel like you've been wanting to come into this energy for a while, and I think you're here, or close to here. For the Knight of Pentacles, in the recent past, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. It's like everything has to align. In order for me to go pursue whatever this is that excites you, everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be in place. Everything needs to be aligned, including me. Including me. I would have to be balanced and secure within myself, and everything has to be in place for me to go ahead and do that. So I feel like initially you started working on all of what that is that needs to be in place to put it in place. For the Page of Wands, you get the Two of Swords, the Emperor, the Hierophant. Why does this feel like a missed opportunity, or it turns into that? When sometimes people say there's a time and a place. And this reminds me a lot of an energy of there is a time and a place for certain things. But this reminds me a lot of an energy of when I kind of transferred my credits from my country to here to finish school here, college. I did the biggest stretch of that completion of the college here, but then I broke off of it, and then I came back 10 years later. And at that point, it was just out of principle. Like, I need to finish this out of principle. And I did. But like 10 years later, that's when I was thinking a lot. There's a time and a place for things. Like, this should have been done back there. Not that I can't do it now. It is just harder right now. So that's kind of what this seems like. Like, you've been wanting for something for so long that as time passes, it becomes more and more complicated, and more like harder to even think about doing whatever this is. And not because you can't, because you can. You have everything you need in place there, from what I can see. Your energy is up for it. It's like, yeah. But it's one of those, there's a time and a place for things, Then life happens, and all sorts of things that you're more involved in energetically than the thing you dreamed about 20 years ago, or, So something like that. It's almost looking like an old dream or something. For the Seven of Wands, in the recent past, you get the... What does my dog have in his mouth? Not my slipper? No. Okay. For the Seven of Wands, you get the Six of Cups, the Tower, the Four of Pentacles. And you were dealing with all sorts of things that were problematic and in the way by things, maybe a certain connection. That was just a shit show from what I can see, and you were having a really hard time letting this one go. And that again interfered with you pursuing your dreams, or... Oh, man. As I said, life happens sometimes. Let's do the Four of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles, the Judgment card, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, and you seem to be a little upset about whatever that is, because I feel like you still want to do whatever that is. And I feel like, again, maybe it's an old dream. And maybe there have been all sorts of things that initially when you started at this, you were trying to put everything in place, and everything got so out of place that it's not fun, not even funny. To the point of feeling like you're putting yourself and your dreams to the side in the favor of who knows what. And that's why you seem to be upset with yourself, because now it's like 10 times harder to do it. But I feel like you're still going to go for it. For the Temperance card, in the current situation, you get the Devil, the Page of Cups, the Chariot. You just need to be patient. You need to pace yourself there. And I think you are, but I think that is the problem. I think you're thinking you're not keeping up with things. There's something about timing. There's something about too late. But even when you get past that concept of it's never too late, when you kind of reach that place of it's never too late and you can try anything at any time, there's still something surrounding the concept of time for you here with this one. So it goes back to there's a time and a place for things. But I think you're still, even if, okay, let's say Maybe your opportunity has passed from 20 years ago to pursue something, and maybe it would have been way easier back then, you know, looking back from where you're at now. I still see the energies available for that, though. They're quite up and running. It's like, hold on. For you as human, it could be a little more complicated and it could feel a little harder, you know. But from an energetic standpoint, that door is still open. You know, whatever this is. Let me do the Fool. You get the 7 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the 7 of Wands. This is challenging for you, but challenging in a good way. Because it keeps you quite, again, I think mentally challenging more than anything. Because there's times in which you just want to quit. You just want to, like, fuck this shit. But then your energy is moving you forward. So as much as you would want to quit, I'm not sure that you are. I don't know what this is, but you're definitely pursuing something that's hard to pursue at this moment in time. Would have been way easier back there in the past, whenever that was, but things got complicated along the way, and now it's like, okay, I'm gonna go do that now. For the Hermit, in the immediate future, you get the Moon, the Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups. Why are you upset with yourself? I feel like everything is kind of... I see progress as far as... as far as this energy is concerned, for whatever this is, and as far as you're concerned, there's growth on your end. You're growing with this energy. As this energy grows, you grow. And you're still coming on at the end being like, it could be way better. It could be way worse. You could have quit a while ago. You didn't. You know? For the Devil, you get the Temperance card, the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, all of this is definitely you working through maybe a fear of failure. There's definitely a fear at the center of all of this experience. And it's kind of coming through, as I know I started this way back, or I wanted to start this way back, but I gotta finish it, you know? I gotta finish it. Like, I can't, like I was thinking. It was out of principle at some point. I'm like, I got 2 more classes, and if I don't do those, it's like I did all this for nothing, so I gotta finish it. I don't give a shit. So it's kind of coming through as that for you. It's all of this is not about, oh, you're finally pursuing your dream that you put to the side. No, it's about facing your fear. Fear of failure, fear of whatever this is. Abandoning shit or ship. Shit. Who cares? For the Queen of Cups, in the immediate future, you get the 9 of Cups, the World card, the 3 of Swords. Interesting. Because you are completing this, whatever this is that you're pursuing. You're definitely getting into a place in which you feel 100% aligned with completion over what you started, who knows where. But again, there's a bigger picture to it. There's almost like a completion over a pretty painful cycle, you know, because it could be tied up to this fear, this pain. So fear of failure may have brought a lot of pain in your life, a lot of regret, a lot of who knows. So as you're completing, from human terms, a cycle that you started a while ago potentially, or a dream that you may have had, you're actually completing a massive cycle of pain that you carried. So it's pretty cool. And as I say that, 2 doves just landed up in here. But let's see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords. If you're concerned about if you have what it takes, whatever it is you're pursuing here, energetically speaking, you've got more than what it takes. So now it's a challenge of kind of pursuing this from a mental perspective as well. In the physical, how do you put all of this together to keep on keeping on, basically? Because energetically speaking, you got nothing to worry about. You definitely have what it takes for whatever this is. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.